All right, I actually did something similar for our Lions channel. I'll explain the Lions channel in a second and why we're here doing Sports Talk Chargers. But the Chargers just kind of, these are the little things that we get to talk about throughout the summer, where we get to dive deep into topics that normally we wouldn't talk about during the regular season. And one of them is when I just get to nerd out with my salary cap situation. And I love nerding on this. And one of the things that the Chargers did is they proved, Ortiz has proven that he now knows how to work a salary cap just based on 1 year here, not even a year. I mean, it's just been a couple months, but the way he handled the draft, the way he handled free agency, how he set this team up for the future. He's not rushing it now. He's just building for now and having a solid foundation of a team that can build on it. So recently looking at Spot Track, they have a really cool thing where you can look at the NFL team salary cap tracker. In other words, which team has the most money. And I will explain to you. We are, we live in Michigan. So naturally we have a great for the Detroit Lions. Love them, right? But we followed this guy because we also love U of M to the West Coast with you to the Chargers. Chargers are a team that I've always enjoyed watching, whether it's the Seau days, whether it's the LT days. Yes, even the Phillip River days, which were also with LT, and now the Justin Herbert era, right? So there's always been fun players to watch on the Chargers. I know I'm just naming the superstars, but it's a team you always kind of love and a team that has a lot in common with the Lions. So let's look at this. For starters, remember 2 months ago when we're wondering how in the world is this team going to get under the salary cap? Like, what can they possibly do just to get under this thing, and how are we going to field a team this year? And now, not only are they under the salary cap, not only are most people prognosticating a 10-7 season, an 11-6 season, or at the very least an 8-9, 9-8 season. So in other words, a team that competes at a high level, right? But they have the 8th most cap space. So you went from being absolutely underwater in the cap. You've kept Bosa. You've kept Mack. Yes, you've gotten rid of Williams. You've gotten rid of Allen. All right. At least you got a 4th-round pick for Allen. All right. You've added a ton. You had a ton of draft picks. So you've added a lot of cheap talent, but you're 8th. So here's what I want to do. I want to look at something else of the teams that are in the top 10, and I'm going to tell you where your team is very unique on this list. Your team is very unique on this list. So New England, Washington, Detroit, Vegas, Arizona, Jacksonville, Green Bay, the Chargers, the Colts, and the Titans. Outside of big money being paid to Kyler Murray. Now, Goff just signed a big extension for the Lions, but he's only $27 million against the cap this year. I think Kyler Murray has a significantly larger cap number this year. I could be wrong, but I think he has a significantly larger cap number than that. Nobody else can even sniff the contract that Herbert has. So, and I understand he doesn't have a huge cap hit this year, but it's still a cap hit. But here's what's amazing. There are not teams that show up in the top 10 of this list that are paying a quarterback exorbitant amounts of money. Just doesn't happen. What about next year? Where have you set yourselves up for next year? Oh, okay. So let's take a look at this. You're just outside the top 10 at number 11. Again, you are paying a starting quarterback large amounts of money. Dallas pops in here at 6. Well, they got Dak Prescott. Yeah, but he's not on the books for 2025. You're still about the only team outside of Cincinnati that has that. Also, Green Bay, they haven't paid Jordan Love with that. So it's the Lions and the Chargers and the Bengals now that are in this top echelon that are paying big money. What about 2026? Go to 2026, you guys pop up to 9. This is unbelievable to me. Now, you are still paying Justin Herbert large amounts of money. You're paying him large amounts of money. Don't believe me? Let's go take a look at this. Also on Spotrac, the largest contract in the NFL right now is Patrick Mahomes, followed by Joe Burrow, followed by Justin Herbert. There you go. And if you look at Herbert's contract, we'll take a look at it nice and close here. He is being paid through 2028. So we are going to look at your roster through 2028. And by the way, I'm fine with him getting paid through 2028. He should be. Pay him that and more. Actually, he's getting paid through 2029. Sorry, I messed that up. All right, the potential out. Yeah, like you're getting out on that contract. That's not a potential out. That's a potential re-sign. All right, and how are we going to do it? So 2026, we're doing good. How about 2027? All right, still top 10. In salary cap room, you're still top 10. That's unbelievable to me. And I know there's not a lot of active players at this time. All right, 2028, still number 12 with only 2 players. This is when nobody's around. So when we look at this, this is the part to me that is just shows great forward thinking. Over this time that we just looked, this is the next 5 years. You don't have the rookies that you drafted this year getting those big contracts yet. You don't have anything. So even though you are paying a quarterback an exorbitant amount of money, all right, which, by the way, when you have a good one, it's a great problem to have. All right, but you're paying them 37, 46, 58, 71, and $59 million. When you're paying a quarterback that kind of money, but still with every one of these cap hits, every single one of them, you are still somehow sitting around 10 with salary cap space remaining, which means that you have the quarterback, which is the hardest piece to get, and now you can add pieces around him because you have the money to do it. That's remarkable. So when you look at this team, you can look at the pretty bland offseason. You can be excited about the draft, all right? You can, even though the Joe Alt pick for many of you is like, oh, we had Neighbors. No, Joe Alt, mark my words, will be a more valuable player to a team than Neighbors, all right? Because when you have that cannon that Herbert has, what he needs is time to throw it. He doesn't just need a receiver. We can find receivers. Receivers, they're not a dime a dozen. I'm not going to say that, okay? But it's easier to find a good tandem at wide receiver than it is to find a good tandem at tackle. It just is. And now they have it. So anyways, you have that talent. You can build around all of that talent. You can pay your own talent like Rashawn Slater, eventually Alt. You can do those types of things, but you already have the quarterback. Most teams that are sitting in the top 10 consistently over the next 5 years, it's because they're not paying a quarterback or they have a rookie quarterback. All right, just think about it. All right, 2025, let's go there. Rookie, Murray. All right, nobody. Okay, nobody in Pittsburgh. Rookie, Prescott's gone. Rookie, Goff. Love isn't being paid that year. All right, so and then we can go to 2026. I need to tell you, you don't consistently get top 10 unless you have a rookie or no quarterback. Rookie quarterback, nobody. Rookie, nobody. Rookie, Burrow, rookie. Obviously Herbert. All right, and Murray. It's very rare. So I'm telling you right now, when you look at the salary cap, if you have a competent GM, look for a team like Arizona to be on the rise over the next 3 to 4 years. Look for a team like, I hate to say it, Chicago to be on the rise. Any of these teams with a rookie quarterback, if the quarterback pans out, they're going to be good. Look for a team like the Chargers to absolutely be on the rise. The Bengals to be on the rise in the next 5 years. It can happen, and it's going to happen. I know it's like Bengals on the rise. What are you talking about? Well, Burrow got hurt last year, so they weren't that Super Bowl contender. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all the love on this channel, and we hope to see you on the next one. Every day, fun summer topics. See ya.